In the automobile industry, you often hear that a car is all new. Well, they usually aren't all new.
In the case of the 2019 VW Jetta, it really is all new. New technology, new platform, new design. Does it all add up to a better car? Let's find out as we go behind the wheel with Harvey Briggs and the return of the Jetta. Well, this is an orange car.
It is a habanero orange car.
Pardon me?
It is habanero orange metallic. That's what Volkswagen calls this color, and it is hot.
And the color of this new Jetta isn't the only thing hot about it. Underneath that habanero orange metallic paint is an all-new car.
2019 is an all-new platform, all-new sheet metal, and, you know, it's greatly improved from the previous generation.
Why so?
A couple of things. First of all, this new architecture is a much more solid platform. It's more rigid, it drives better, it helps the suspension do its job better.
You can feel the road.
Yeah, and that's one of the things typically about a VW is in its class, they tend to be a little tighter, a little more German feeling.
Also contributing to this rather, let's say, active ride is the rear suspension. To save money, the Jetta uses a torsion beam setup with coil springs.
Not an independent suspension like is in the Corolla. So the Corolla rides a little better than this. This car, however, handles better.
It's German.
Exactly.
Our test car was the mid-priced R-Line.
Yes, the R-Line, which is their sporty line, shall we say. Yeah, we're talking about $24,000 for this car, which is fairly well equipped. You know, they made some interesting choices. You've got, you know, a really nice engine, 8-speed automatic transmission in this.
It also includes a leather-wrapped steering wheel, manually operated seats, and a pretty basic entertainment system.
So there's no navigation, there's no satellite radio. They're really counting on people to bring their device into this and use their map program on their phone.
Then they should have put in more than one USB.
Yeah, they probably should have. And that will be something that I will tell them about. My rule is being violated here. There needs to be 5 in this car because there are 5 seats.
But you do get a fairly comprehensive suite of safety stuff like forward collision warning and rear cross traffic alerts and blind spot. But
you don't have adaptive cruise control on this. You don't have auto high beams. You don't have a lot of things that are standard on a Toyota these days.
What you do get is a huge trunk and pretty good room in the back. It passes the Harvey test. The base Jetta sells for around $19,000. A loaded model about $28 grand. Harvey thinks the R-Line hits the sweet spot.
You get a very nice car to drive, very well outfitted car in terms of comfort, but what you don't get are some of those safety features and the digital extras that people expect these days.
But for $24,000, this is a good deal.
It's a good deal. It's a good-looking car. I really think the redesign was a huge improvement for the Jetta, and I actually really like this color.
Habanero orange. I like that too. Hi, Harvey.
So the sedan is not dead.
The sedan is not dead. 5 million sedans were sold in the U.S. last year, and the fact that you know, GM and Ford can't make them anymore doesn't mean other people won't. And so you're going to see Volkswagen and Toyota and those guys really compete hard for this market.
So if you're going to want a small sedan, it's going to have to be a foreign car.
Yeah, it is moving forward. Dodge is out, the 200 and Neon are gone. GM won't be making any sedans other than the big ones in Cadillac. And Ford is done with the Fusion and the Focus and the Fiesta. They're all gone.
That's interesting.
Yeah, yeah. Everybody, they see SUVs as the big thing moving forward, and they're all in. They pushed all their chips on the table there.
So it's these global cars now and these platforms. That the VW, that's across. They use that on a lot of cars.
Yeah, the MQB architectures that they call that's underneath this is used for the Audi TT and for the VW Atlas we drove earlier. It's just they stretch it and move things around, but keep some of the hard points like the distance from the front axle to the dashboard the same, and it just makes it so much easier for them to create a car more quickly.
And VW and Audi
Audi are sister companies.
They're
and
sister
that looked
companies.
a lot like an Audi.
Yes,
It did.
does.
I agree. That's true. It really did.
And I think that plays in its favor. That's really the grown-up car in the category.
As opposed to the Civic.
Yeah, which is more of a kid.
And I asked you, I can't remember, we didn't use it though, but you said you'd buy that car.
Yeah, I do. I like the way that car feels and drives. It fits my personality and the way I like to drive.
And it seemed a lot more expensive than it is.
Yeah, it's very premium, again, in that category. It's simple and clean, but well executed.
And no diesel.
No.
VW is not diesel.
Yeah.
All right, Harvey. Thank you.
Thank you, Harvey.
We'll see you soon. Ridesanddrives.com for more reviews. We'll be right back.